So how do we stop high drivers? All that and more coming up on News Center Now as we celebrate the first day of summer at Hadlock Field.
Today is the longest day of the year, the first official day of summer. Hello, everybody. I'm Lee Goldberg.
And I'm Lindsay Mills. We are live at Hadlock Field tonight where the Portland Sea Dogs are getting ready to take on the Reading Fighting Phils in just about an hour from now.
Whether or not you plan on coming to the ballpark tonight, I hope you guys had a chance to just get outside at least a little bit today. I mean, I know there were some clouds, but it really was kind of a nice day.
I know. Jess Conley, really not too much we can complain about for this first day of summer, right?
I know, guys. It's gorgeous out there. I'm stuck in here, but that's fine. We had a high pressure system in place today. It's going to stick around through tomorrow, too. It kept us nice and clear for the day. You can see we still have clear skies and sunny skies. Some of those clouds really hung on across southern Maine for the morning and even into early this afternoon. We even had a few sprinkles go through South Portland and Scarborough and Gorham earlier, but things really have cleared out now. It's going to stay clear overnight tonight, so temperatures will be able to cool off, and then by tomorrow we'll see some more sunshine. Again, a large area of high pressure in place, keeping us nice and bright through the day tomorrow, but this weekend things will start to change a little bit. Temperatures not too bad either. These were our highs today: 74 in Bangor, 73 in Portland, Augusta up to 77, and Lewiston up to 78 for a high temperature. Not too bad right now. Most of us in the low to mid 70s, some upper 60s. In Rockland, 69 degrees there right now. Still 70 though in Portland. A pretty nice night. Tomorrow looks good too, guys. More sun then, some showers this weekend, and then 90s possible next week. Looks like we're in for a big warm up. We'll talk about all of that coming up in just a bit.
Is the money unrecoverable?
We're currently under investigation as to where the money's gone, but yes, it's gone.
The Australian developer who planned to buy Saddleback Mountain is behind bars, charged with fraud. Sebastian Mansour is accused of misusing a $5 million investment from a Chinese businessman. The CEO of development group Magella is held without bail. 1 year ago, Mansour announced he would be buying Saddleback Mountain and then turning it into a premier ski resort in North America. That sale was never completed. Meanwhile, the nonprofit group of local skiers and business owners who tried to buy the mountain but were outbid is waiting in the wings. Its director says she plans to sit down with the mountain's current owners very soon.
For us, this has been truly a labor of love. This is about community, philanthropy, engagement. We know that there are people in that community who care deeply about conservation, economic development, who are passionate skiers. And we have a strong business plan in place, and we will be reaching out.
Executive Director for the Saddleback Mountain Foundation, Crystal Candy, won't give a timeline, but says that she thinks a community-owned mountain has the greatest chance of a success. Meanwhile, Sebastian Mansour will be in court on Friday.
Marijuana affects things like reaction time. That's important when you're driving.
We got the message from Maine people, completely understand, but there's a lot that goes into implementing something like this.
My biggest concern is just the public safety standpoint is people getting behind the wheel while they're high.
It was one of the biggest concerns when marijuana became legal in Maine. How would police officers recognize high drivers?
Chris Costa shows us an innovative way how officers are learning to identify these symptoms and get those drivers off the road.
These people are lighting up, getting high on marijuana, and soon they'll come face to face with police officers. But they won't be arrested.
That's a healthy dab.
Close your eyes.
While these officers are in the classroom, volunteers are smoking and drinking.
Could be worse. Could be much, much worse.
Getting buzzed. Testing to see if police can identify what substances they're using. Skills police need to get an impaired driver off the road.
We're getting the other impairments now, dealing with heroin, other types of drugs, and I want you to follow it with your eyes only.
Skowhegan officer Tim Williams says he sees more drivers under the influence of drugs not alcohol. But the state's Criminal Justice Academy cannot legally provide this type of live training. Durigo Safety, run by 26-year police veteran Scott Maddox, fills that gap.
There's a difference between reading about something in a book and then seeing it in real life and learning it.
Arms by your sides.
Dexter police officer Alicia Canwell wants to be a drug recognition expert, a specialized officer.
You may begin.
Maine has just over 100 in the whole state.
In every shift that I work, we have people that come in that are under the influence of some sort of drug.
Bob Brown is an ER doctor in New Hampshire. Today, he's a test subject for these officers. He witnesses the devastating impact of OUI crashes.
We all have to see the fact that somebody can be seriously injured or dying because they made a bad decision.
Watching the movement of your eyes.
Out of all the sobriety tests, officers identified 13 out of 18 impaired drivers, but more than 25% slipped through.
If you're going to make a mistake, it's better to make it in a controlled environment like this.
In Auburn, Chris Costa, News Center, Maine.
Now, marijuana does not have a legal limit like alcohol, making it harder to detect someone who is truly impaired or not. Part of the test included a control subject, someone who was completely sober. Maddox believes getting this specific type of testing increases an officer's credibility in a court case for OUI.
Okay, it doesn't take any kind of a special training to realize that this guy you're about to see is really doing something wrong, okay? You gotta check this out. The Maine State Police shared this photo from their colleagues in Massachusetts with the message to always secure loads in the back of a truck or safely strap down anything on top, please. They didn't say please, I'm throwing it in there.
There you go,
Please.
nice touch, nice touch. Okay, how about this? Parents would do absolutely anything for their kids, but sometimes they do need a little help.
Dads can fix anything. That's it, that's the way she looks at me.
A father trying to save his little girl's life.
And it's a vaccine for tuberculosis, but could it also help people battling type 1 diabetes? We'll have that story coming up next. Seconds into meeting Aaliyah Carballo, I was absolutely floored by her laugh and her smile. She's going to be 6 in December, which is the exact same age as my daughter, Maya. And she had so much energy and so much enthusiasm, far more than I was expecting for a little girl who is battling stage 4 neuroblastoma.
Ready? How high do you want to go?
Really high.
Aaliyah Carballo's laugh is magical. Don't hit me.
Don't kick it out.
When she was just 3, Aaliyah was diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma. She had a softball-sized tumor in her stomach. After almost 2 years of treatment, which included radiation, chemotherapy, and a bone marrow transplant, Aaliyah was declared cancer-free a couple of months ago.
Get a cancer-free dance.
But she's not done just yet. The Sloan Kettering Cancer Care Center in New York is where the now 5.5-year-old gets antibody therapy and vaccine therapy treatments. 1 year of that will greatly decrease the chances that her cancer comes back.
We want to concentrate on her getting better, not worrying about, you know, if we're going to have a place to come home to, you know, because we can't afford to pay rent or can't literally put food on the table.
Aaliyah's father, Todd, has been a lobsterman for more than 20 years. He estimates that in the last 2 years, between trips to the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital, the Maine Children's Cancer Program, Dana-Farber, and the Sloan Center, he's been home for a total of 6 months. That makes his days available to work few and far between.
I can't imagine having to be at work while I know what she has to go through as far as her treatments go, knowing she's in that much pain. The treatment is so rigorous that, like, literally, as soon as they start the treatment, 10 minutes, almost on the dot, it starts. She's in screaming, agonizing pain. You know, all she wants is me there.
Papa, down low, kiss love.
Todd, who went to Rockland High School and then spent 4 years in the Navy, couldn't say enough about how supportive his community has been throughout this entire process. But his struggle is real, and not for the luxuries in life, for the necessities.
Actually, just last Friday, we utilized our own Rockland AIO food pantry because we just didn't have money for groceries, and to even have to say that kills me.
I saw you crying before.
You saw him crying?
Do you love your daddy? You.
For more information about Aaliyah and how you can help, go to the Now section of our website. It is all right there. An amazing little girl with an amazing dad, and certainly rooting for those guys.
Absolutely, we're rooting for her. Okay, if you're coming to the game to root for the home team, the skies should stay pretty clear for you. But Jess says don't expect too much sun in this weekend's forecast. She'll explain coming up.
Coming up next.
It's the first day of summer, and what better way to celebrate than with baseball? We'll be right back. And I believe we are now on Facebook Live. I think we're now on Facebook Live, so I am going to say hello to our Facebook and YouTube audiences. Hi, guys. Let's see what everyone's talking about. There you are. Hey, guys. Hey, Vicky. A lot of people want to know about the weather. We're going to take you for a walk. Hopefully nobody takes my purse. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're going to take you over to see what's going on here. We can't stay here long. Guys, it is 80s night at Hadlock Field. As you can see by the band playing Girls Just Want to Have Fun. We're probably going to have to back away soon because copyright, but it's rockin'. And it kind of feels like a Friday. I can't believe it's Thursday right now. Also behind the camera is Chris Costa, so say hi to Chris Costa. This is Christina Rex on the mic. They just wanna... Okay guys, Tabitha says hi. Hi Tabitha. Oh, I love her. Vicky says hey. Oh, we're following Coco. Back to the Future. We got the DeLorean here. Eddie says hey. Hey Eddie. It's a very exciting day at Hadlock, guys. They go all out for the first day of summer. All out. Ooh, Clay Gordon's watching. I see you, Clay. Robert, you made it extraordinarily clear that you liked the All Ladies News. Ghostbusters out here. Ghostbusters! Can you wave hi to Facebook? Yes. We're on Facebook Live right now on a commercial break. Say hi!
Hi, Facebook.
Say hi!
Hi. How are we doing tonight?
How are we doing, guys?
Great. Having a great time.
Yes.
Yeah, take it, go ahead.
Come out for 80s night?
We've been doing this for what, the last 3-4 years now? It's fantastic. We won't miss it, rain or shine. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
We're going to be here. What's the next event here? Halloween night?
Yeah, it's the end of July.
Yeah, we're going to be here too.
10 seconds. Best compliment you've gotten on your vehicle or costume so far?
Are you guys the real Ghostbusters? I would take that as the best compliment.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
We gotta go.
Okay,
all right.
bye.
Good to see you guys. We'll see you again. We're going to kick it back to Lee and Lindsay. Bye, guys.
A vaccine that's been around for years to treat one thing could actually be beneficial to people who battle type 1 diabetes. That's a study that's released from Mass General.
Yeah, while some experts remain skeptical, it's news that one Maine mom has been waiting to hear.
It was a nightmare.
Parents will tell you caring for an 18-month-old has its challenges.
I was like, he's too young for that. How could he possibly have diabetes at 18 months old? Well, he did.
Elizabeth Hamblin was at a loss for what to do.
The only way he could tell me he didn't feel good was by his behavior.
Eric is now 11.
When he was just a little peanut, there was nothing out there to tell me what to do next. You know, there was no step-by-step instructions on how you manage the disease.
So she wrote a book, 100 Questions and Answers, Your Child's Type 1 Diabetes. But her knowledge covers more than one age group. Her husband lives with the disease, too.
I lose a lot of sleep. I'm rushing here and there sometimes to make sure he has what he needs.
But there's new hope for families like the Hamblins. Patients with type 1 diabetes could see their blood sugar levels improve or become more stable with the help of a generic vaccine used to prevent tuberculosis, BCG. That's according to findings of a new clinical study by Massachusetts General Hospital.
This research, you know, I know it's not a cure. It's not going to stop him from having diabetes. It's not going to stop my husband from having diabetes. But what it looks like is that it's going to make it easier for them to manage it.
Phase 2 of the FDA-approved study for further testing is already underway. And tomorrow on News Center Now, we're going to meet an athlete who is an Olympic hopeful and a record holder to hear her story about living with type 1 diabetes and how she's going digital to help support others just like her.
All right, a lot of people had a very similar idea today. This is a summertime tradition where so many people go to gather at Stonehenge to watch the sunrise on the longest day of the year. According to police, about 9,500 people were at the monument in England to greet the start of summer. It's believed that solstices have been celebrated at Stonehenge for thousands of years. The site holds special significance for members of the Druid and pagan community who perform rituals and celebrations at the summer and winter solstices. I was at Stonehenge, but it was in October, so not during one of those, and there were not 9,500 people there.
Okay.
There were about 30 when I was there. So.
Well, maybe you started the day with a sun salutation to bring in the day. I think that's how that yoga pose
just do that
goes.
again?
I know, I forgot which way it goes when you're doing the yoga pose. Anyway, you see where we're going with that. Here's Brandy Smith.
Roll out the mat and get your dog facing downward. It's International Day of Yoga. This started back in 2015 after 175 countries in the UN General Assembly supported a resolution officially recognizing June 21st as the International Day of Yoga. It's now honored in nearly 200 countries all over the world, but India and China claim the biggest celebrations. It's a pretty big deal here too. According to the 2016 Yoga in America study, more than 36 million of us here in the US do the mountain pose. This is it, by the way. You can totally do yoga. We spend about $16 billion on yoga classes, clothing, equipment, and accessories. Why do so many people do it? Well, flexibility, stress relief, fitness, and overall health are the top 4 reasons offered. And hey, if you want to celebrate today, pop by your local yoga studio. Or you can namaste in bed and perfect that corpse pose. Happy International Day of Yoga.
Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm not the most flexible of humans, but yoga does make you feel good. It just makes you stop and take deep breaths and really just look back on the day you've had or the day you have ahead.
I am also not flexible, and I don't do yoga or yogurt. So, none of those. But I do like Yogi Bear, if that counts for anything.
Okay, I like this transition.
I also like Jess Connolly, and she's here for the weather, because Keith is off. Keith's actually going to come here to Hadlock, and he and I are going to be throwing out the first pitch later at the Sea Dogs tonight. But
how does that work, both of you?
Well, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Keith can't reach the plate, so I have to help him. That's how it works. All right, Jess, let's get to it.
Perfect. Yeah, I didn't know where you were going with that, but that's good to know. All right, we have sunshine still out there. We had some clouds hanging on across southern Maine earlier. It has cleared out now, though. We'll see mostly clear skies as we go through the overnight hours tonight. It's going to get a little bit chilly in some spots, dropping down into the low to mid 40s away from the coast tonight. Right now, though, beautiful 73 currently in Bangor. It's 70 right now in Portland, 75 still in Augusta, Lewiston still at 76. Even up in Caribou, 65 degrees right now. So as we go into tomorrow morning, temperatures will start out in the low to mid 60s. We'll warm up again tomorrow, and we will be able to make it into the low to mid 70s. So it's not going to be a bad day for tomorrow at all. Very similar to what we saw today, a few less clouds across southern Maine. By tomorrow evening, you can see temperatures still comfortable, mid to upper 60s for our temperatures around dinner time tomorrow. So if you're out and about, it looks pretty good for tomorrow. And then as we go into tomorrow night, still not too bad either. Mostly clear too. It's going to stay nice and sunny. You can see those clouds start to move in though by Saturday morning. That's when we'll start to really see the clouds increase. The rain showers, it looks like, will mainly hold off until we get into Saturday afternoon. This is 1 o'clock on Saturday. We're starting to see a few showers across York and Cumberland County by this time. And then as we go throughout the day on Saturday, those showers continue to move off to the north and east. They'll be pretty scattered, so that's good news, and at least we'll get the first half of the day and it'll stay nice and dry. As we go into the day on Sunday, we have another chance for seeing a few showers. Here's a look at what's going to be happening on Sunday. Still sticking around, you can see Sunday afternoon, it looks like just the chance for a few showers. Really tough to pinpoint exactly when these will be and exactly where they'll be, unfortunately, but look for scattered showers starting Saturday night and lasting through the day on Sunday. It will clear out by Monday, and next week is looking pretty warm, but we still do need the rain. Latest drought monitor coming in this morning, abnormally dry conditions up into parts of central and western Maine. All right, here's a look at your extended forecast. Again, some showers starting Saturday evening. They'll stick around through most of the day on Sunday. It looks like we'll get a little bit of a break at some point on Sunday, mainly late morning and early afternoon. Then on Monday, we'll start to clear out, and it looks good. Check out next week. Temperatures next week really going to warm up. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, guys, we are going to be warming up close to 90 degrees. It looks like, especially on Wednesday and Thursday. So things looking pretty good as we get into the middle of next week. Guys?
Thank you very much, Miss Jessica. Appreciate that. So we're hanging out with the team by the dugout right now. Talking to the Sea Dogs is what Christina Rex gets to talk to
some fans.
The fans. She got a better deal than we do.
Exactly.
Hey, Rex?
I did get a better gig. I guess the players are good, but I'll take these adorable little fans here. Guys, say hi. Say hi to everyone.
Hi.
What are your names?
Owen, Austin.
Owen and Austin. And we got to give a shout out to Dad, who's a Rockland firefighter. So hello to the Rockland Fire Department. Guys, are you excited to be here? Maybe. Maybe you're excited to be here?
Yes, we're excited. yes.
You guys had a long drive. You came almost 2 hours, right? Just to come for baseball? Yeah?
Yep.
Are you excited?
Uh-huh.
Now we are. Okay. What's your favorite thing about going to baseball games with Dad?
Catching a baseball.
Catching a baseball. Dad, you excited to have him here?
We're getting excited. Can't wait. Always time for family fun.
Are you excited for the grief you're going to get at the fire department when they see you on the news?
Yeah, it's going around right now, I'm sure, so I can't wait till tomorrow morning.
All right, thanks, guys. We have one more person we want to say hi to quickly. Come here, hon. Tell us your name.
Aurora.
Aurora, and today was a very exciting day at school, right?
Yeah, because it was the last day of school.
And now it's?
Summer vacation.
Woo! And you're celebrating at the Sea Dogs game. You excited?
Yeah, I can't wait for the fireworks.
Ooh, the fireworks. That's very exciting. What grade did you just finish?
3rd. I'm going into 4th.
How exciting. Are you nervous or are you excited for summer?
Excited.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you're excited for the fireworks. What else? Are you going to dance with Slugger at the game?
Maybe.
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 Take a picture with Slugger. Well, thank you, Aurora, and thank you, Aurora's family. Guys, it's 80s night here, which is why you probably heard the 80s music in the background. And we'll show you Slugger at some point. I'm sure he'll say hi to Lee and Lindsay. He is dressed head to toe in 80s gear, including but not limited to a wig, which is amazing. So, happy first day of summer. Happy baseball. Lee and Lindsay, I'm going to send it back to you.
All right, look at Christina Rex breaking Saddleback news at 4 a.m. and talking to kids outside of Hadlock at 5 p.m. She's the best. All right. So sometimes Mainers are known to complain about traffic in summertime, believe it or not. Route 1 in the summer, forget it.
But nothing will make you appreciate driving in Maine more than this picture of traffic in Dallas, Texas. Take a look at this. This is in downtown. A tanker truck tipped over, triggering a hazmat situation, forcing cars to be stuck in standstill traffic for hours. It got so badly, drivers got out of their cars, started talking to each other. Some even went over to the nearby Whataburger to order some lunch while they waited.
What?
That's not even like a drive-through. That's like
a walk-through.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, what we do know is News Center 5:30 is coming up next, and Cindy Williams is going to give us a look at what's coming up. Hey, Cindy.
Hi, guys. We were there and watched the computer tabulate the first ever statewide ranked choice voting results. And one question kept coming up over and over again, and that is, how much did all of this cost? Well, we went to get the answer. And one day after President Trump rolls back the policy of separating families along the border, one Maine representative says she's going down there to see how this is going for herself. Those stories and more coming up in the next half hour. Back to you.
All right, Cindy, thanks. More News Center Now live from Hadlock Field when we come back.
And his first pitch.
Keith's
let's
on
not
his
do
way
that.
here. So here's the situation.
Okay.
Keith's been invited to throw out the first pitch before. It didn't go well. That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
News Center 5:30
You're lucky.
starts now.